Welcome back, fellow warriors, to more Starfield. Last episode, we were talking to Mr. Yumi.
If it isn't my favorite part-time security officer.
I believe we just completed that questline. And now, probably going... Oh, yeah, we gotta go talk to the big boss, don't we?
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
Whoa, oh, we did. And a whole lot more.
Good news, then. So, what exactly are you doing here? Plenty still to be done in defeating the Terramorphs, no?
Found a recording of you discussing the use of Terramorphs as weapons.
Did you? Well, I don't know what you think you heard on this recording, but I sincerely hope you didn't come to the wrong conclusions. After all, given the Cabinet's current state of anxiety, they might misinterpret such a discovery to mean I can have been involved with the attacks. Perhaps I can convince you to keep this among us.
Tell anyone, I just want to know the truth. Why would I consider this your chance to come clean? I want to say this. I'm saying it.
You know, you're far more clever than I expected. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terramorph attacks on Tau City, New Atlantis, my doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I, figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian, learning to synthesize it, use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Who have you been working with?
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
To work on something that long? This seems personal.
You couldn't be more right. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terramorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
You didn't even trust your own people?
These were the final days of the colony war, Captain. The Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. I was concerned that if word got out, the Collective could swoop down, start breeding Lazarus plants, and overrun our worlds with waves of Terramorphs. Just like what was happening on Londinian at that very moment. Sealing off the city to prevent mass death? It was the only option that made sense at the time.
Basically, you just said it took you years to use the plant outside Londinian. You killed them for nothing.
Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
How could you have coordinated all... Ooh, look who you're talking to.
It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands, all without the UC realizing whom you were actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective.
Yeah, why the hell do you care if the UC wants you as an advisor?
Why would I want to be in the good graces of the people who control my very life? I don't know, Captain. Maybe I still dream of a life outside these walls someday. A new face would be needed, of course, but it wasn't an impossibility.
True.
Though now, I'm not so sure.
Ah, so I'm just your cleanup crew. You must think you're very clever.
Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success.
That's
And
why.
look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
You're waiting for me to say thank you. You're going to be here a while.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terramorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
You know, I'm not sure what I'm going to tell the Cabinet.
Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
Let's see what the guys say. Oh, they're just gonna be classic Bethesda. No, he's a monster! He's cold-blooded! No, he's just fucking smart. He's smart, dude. There's no moral ambiguity here. Yeah, he killed people, but he got what he wanted. I just find that genius, honestly. This moral ambiguity. People died! Yeah, they did. People die every freaking day. Oh, am I supposed to go around? Around the world, around the... Or no, I just needed to go in the right door. Hey peeps.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the acyles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terramorphs.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the Cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry and not sorry. I like Vay. He's fucking awesome. He's so good at what he's doing. All from the cell, he coordinated a way for Hadrian to get back into the UC, and for him to be in better graces. Where like, hey, yeah, we'll bring down an enhanced team, change your face, and you can go. Basically, he's just a smart dude. Smart dude. I don't want to go, oh, he did it. He organized the attacks from himself. He's such a bad man.
Don't leave me in suspense.
Shut up, Hadrian. Orlace did it by himself.
Orlace? Reginald Orlace? He did this? I didn't think he was still alive. You're sure it was him?
Positive. Evidence on his way to the cabin as we speak.
That's some impressive work. So then give us the rundown. Where's Orlace now? Were you able to bring him in?
I tried, but he took his own life instead of coming peacefully.
I'm sorry to hear that. Those sorts of missions are always tough. Any idea why he might have done it? Or what he was doing with the plant?
I'm not sure. I never found a confession.
I can't imagine the amount of work it took to deploy the Lazarus plant off-world. Strange to go to all that trouble and not state your reasons.
Well, the man knew how to hold a grudge. I wouldn't be shocked if this was him getting back at the UC for trying to put him on trial.
I guess. Well, at least he won't be able to hurt anybody else now. Might be the best we could ask for, given the circumstances. So I guess there's nothing else to do but get this all in front of the cabinet. Unless there were other things we needed to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terramorphs.
Which method of dealing with Terramorphs are you two leaning towards?
Microbe is going to make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in, see if they have a preference.
So both approaches to clearing out our worlds are effective against heat leeches.
They are.
Microbe needed minimal adjustment to account for heat leech anatomy.
And the Asylees seem like they're even better at tracking leeches than morphs.
Hell of a sight to watch, though, when they catch them. Like an open airlock guzzling angry spaghetti.
What kind of risks are there if we decide to bring back the Achilles?
Asylees aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the Terramorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Asylees, we're at least dealing with known risks.
Yeah, I'm good.
And here we go.
And the mod's not working. I must have to do something. I got a mod to walk faster, but I'm not.
Welcome back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terramorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is what I'm reading here true?
That is correct, ma'am. It was a deliberate attack.
My God.
An attack? Using terramorphs? How is that possible?
You will all receive a full briefing once we're done here. So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlace commit these attacks, Captain?
Yes.
That appears to be the case, ma'am. The captain tracked that information down just after our trip to Londinian.
Reginald Orlace? Wasn't there a report he'd been killed recently?
Body was found floating around Etheria. Report mentioned you were sent to try and bring him in, Captain. I guess that didn't go according to plan.
Ah, yes. I was told about your mission and who ordered it. Did you two suspect at the time Orlays might have been involved in the attacks?
No idea, ma'am. We just thought we were dealing with a known criminal.
Well, it appears you were ahead of the curve. This report contains definitive evidence Orlays triggered the attacks via this Lazarus plant the Captain and Major Sanan uncovered.
Simply harrowing.
Indeed. Though it would have been preferable for him to have finally faced the UC's justice, it seems both of you are to be commended for ensuring he was dealt with before he could strike again. You have our thanks. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the Cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the Cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
In my eyes, securing the plant isn't enough. It should be wiped out.
We're already discussing the elimination of one species, Captain. Explain to me why you wish to eliminate another.
Destroying it and asking the Freestar Collective to help proves the UC has no ill wills.
That is an idea with some merit to it. Decrease the likelihood of anything like this occurring again, and further relations between our two factions.
Two birds with a single stone. Very well. We'll include the collective in the removal process. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terramorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps? The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terramorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the Captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Deploying the Aseles is the safest route. That's my vote.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
And Major Sanan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the Captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terramorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Madam President.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sanan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander. Tuala, if I recall correctly. He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
A legacy forged. Oh, that's so good. And now it wants me to go talk to him, which I'm going to. Wait. I did not select that. Oh, there it is. Game was just like, hey.
Captain, I guess we've got our assignments. I just wanted to say, I could have never guessed where all this was going to lead. But now, knowing what I do, that my past is less of a closed book than I thought it was. Well, I've just spent a lot of my life in pursuit of the truth. So, you bringing it straight to me, it just means a lot.
Don't mention it. We're friends. Friends look out for each other.
The best ones certainly do. You know, I was thinking, while we were there on the podium, if I wanted to try and see him again. But I knew the answer before I even finished the thought. I didn't.
Good for you, girl.
Because confronting him, what would I gain from that? From letting him remind me I can never truly be rid of him? Nothing. Now, all I'd be doing is acknowledging that he still has some sway over my life. And while I can't do anything about his role in my past, I'm not about to let him control my future.
That girl.
And thanks to what we've done together, that future is brighter than it has been in a long time. Words can't do justice to how grateful I am for that.
Let's not make this weird, Major. Oh, whoa! Could you be a companion? I mean, she still has stuff to do, man. I have to try.
You know I can't do that. I've got an assignment.
Yeah, I know.
But I wouldn't be upset if you came by the HQ every now and then. Remind me how much I owe you.
Just glad to help, Major.
Well, I think it's safe to say you succeeded beyond anyone's wildest dreams. It's been an honor, Captain. Good luck out there.
Thanks, Major. I let you sweat about it for a little bit.
What's this? Just you then? No UC executioner. So the cabinet knows the truth about Orlays. Splendid. That means you and I can get to work.
How on earth did you manage to deploy the Lazarus plant on New Atlantis?
Once we'd cracked synthesizing the Lazarus plant's pollen, research that took years in and of itself, the attacks were exceedingly simple. Orlays' ship would land on our target, bearing a few heat leeches. Nothing that would raise suspicion. Then Lazarus pollen was pumped out of the ship during liftoff from the planet's surface. Shortly thereafter, an attack. A strike perpetrated in mere moments, with no one being the wiser.
Too smart, man. I wanted to ask, during the outbreak, why not try to evacuate Lindidian? Why blow the spaceport?
We were in the middle of an all-out war, Captain. Committing ships to save the city would have left another undefended. Which city would you prefer I'd sacrificed? Sidonia? Gagarin? New Atlantis? And if anyone else had learned about the Lazarus plant, well, the risk was too great. I weighed the options and made the call.
If anyone's going to know this, it's you. Why did the UC lose the colony war?
I'll tell you why. Because the UC was, and is, full of people unwilling to pay the price required for victory. In the last days of the war, the UC was on the precipice of executing a final great assault on the Freestar Collective home system of Cheyenne. A massive strike, capable of obliterating Freestar Central Command and ending the conflict at long last.
Why wait so long? Why not just knock out the leadership early and be done with it?
I thought I'd had myself. But such invasions are costly, in resources and lives.
True.
Others in the UC believed the blockade would be sufficient to bring the Freestar Collective to its knees. But they were wrong. So instead, they sacrificed far more lives in a protracted war, rather than doing the right thing from the start, and demolishing the Freestar capital when they had the chance.
Go on.
But just before we could launch the strike, word came from Londinian. The Terramorph outbreak had begun. I went to the city to assess the state of things, and discovered the Lazarus plant. We couldn't spare ships for a proper quarantine, so it was my decision to destroy the spaceport and seal off the city. Deal with it quickly, so we could get back to winning the war.
If you were able to get it, why couldn't you get the citizens of Lydinian out? Oh, if you're able to get in.
I had a single ship. What would you have had me do? Ask them and the Terramorphs to form a line, and the UC fleet was spread thin already.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I touched down, assessed the situation, made a decision, and returned to the task at hand.
I mean, sacrificing one city to save others? I suppose I can see the logic there.
It seemed a simple choice. So upon my return from Londinian, we proceeded with our killing blow. Initially, we had great success against the mess the Freestar Collective called a navy. But then the Freestar citizenry decided to get involved. Dozens of civilian ships jumping in to shield their military counterparts. I, of course, had no trouble firing on what should have been designated enemy vessels. But my peers had lost the stomach for it. So many lives lost already, they wailed. So the great UC Navy was routed by a mob. They picked our ships apart. The UC surrendered not long after. And thus rang the death knell for the great UC.
I mean, this is bested by civilians. Ironic.
It's human nature to see patterns, even when there are none. What ended the colony war was cowardice, nothing less.
Let's talk work, buddy.
Well, thanks to our combined efforts, the Sanan name has more clout with the cabinet than it has in years. I hope to build on that. I have a long list of names civilized society would be better without. I just need someone to help me remove them from the picture. Should we begin the hunt? Or did you have questions?
Let's get started.
Just what I was hoping to hear. There's a slate waiting for you in the transfer system. Those are the details for our first, person of interest. Find them, eliminate them, and make the galaxy a better place for it. Though I would expect some resistance when trying to approach the target. Deal with any you encounter as you see fit.
Remember, I lost my wife. I don't really care. But that's not entirely true. I don't really care regardless. It's like the Dark Brotherhood. I'm okay with that. I like to be a nice person. A hero in some regard. But piratery is always on the table. Oh, yeah, we need to go talk to her. What's-her-face? Or what's-his-face? Why can't I still speak to her?
Well, well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Thank you, Commander. It's an honor.
No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself. I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount.
Oh, the discount got
And the
bigger.
credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
Oh, I get a house immediately. Where's the office?
Just out the front door and across the plaza, by the embassies.
Oh,
Look
okay.
for the Aphelion sign.
That's incredibly generous.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But, with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment.
Oh, hell yeah.
There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space.
Hey!
Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up terramorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
I'd like to run a Vanguard mission.
Suppose that's true. Well, we can remedy that right now. Here we go. Report says ships at these coordinates fired on United Colony's craft. You're cleared to use lethal force if necessary. Notes mention a spacer presence in that sector, so be ready for a nasty one.
You got
Good
it, Jim.
hunting, Captain.
Tula? Dr. Walker? She would be on Mars, right? Oh! That's back at the lodge. Adriana, oh, I haven't been back here in a while. Hi, guys.
Morale in the lodge
Hey,
has been measurably.
I've been talking with the others, and I'd like to get everyone together. To say goodbye. You know. To Sarah.
Now he's...
I will never love another person as much as I love you.
I'll be there.
Thank you. It wouldn't be the same without you there. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Oh, I don't have my helmet on. Oh, okay.
I suppose now you can add climbing the corporate ladder to your list of accomplishments.
Oh!
I think it is perhaps for the best that the research program will come to an end. Where that neuroamp technology could lead, there are many bad outcomes. Too many.
Yeah. No one should have that degree of control over others.
Except you. Perhaps. You do still have one in your head.
True. Does it bother you that I have the neuroamp?
I consider this to be a much safer outcome than nearly any other. And before you joke, yes, that is a compliment. And if you are the only one with this neuroamp, I know exactly who to keep an eye on. I suggest you keep that in mind. With the neuroamp matter settled, we should move on to other things, yes? I have things I wish to discuss with you. When you have time. It is a relief to know that the terramorphs are being dealt with.
Mm-hmm.
But are you sure this Aseles creature is the right way to do it?
Slow and steady wins the race, as they say.
I can understand that line of thinking, but even when talking about a species like the terramorph, this decision means the terramorphs will remain a threat for years to come, if not longer. And that is assuming it works at all.
I still think I made the right call.
I appreciate your conviction. I suppose time will tell. I will say, though, that I am glad you convinced them to destroy the Lazarus plant.
No one can be trusted with something that has the potential to cause so much chaos.
Indeed. The United Colonies hardly has the best record in that area.
Yes.
Well, it is good to know that this particular threat is behind us, and you have done a service to all who live in the settled systems.
The whole terramorph situation, seriously, hats off to you. When I was growing up, everyone was afraid of terramorphs. How they could seemingly strike anywhere at any time. The carnage, the destruction. The stuff you've done here could save so many lives.
Just doing what had to be done.
Hey, it's me. If you can't brag a little to your friends, who can you brag to?
Yeah.
I don't know about these Aseles. That microbe would wipe out the terramorphs for good and certain. I mean, the Aseles? It'll take longer, take more hand-holding, and there's no saying the Aseles will fully get the job done. I hope for all our sake you made the right call.
The Aseles is a natural selection. It's worth the cost.
I suppose. The United Colonies. Hell, everyone and everywhere owes you big time. Even if they don't know it.
Barrett?
Space is so hostile to humanity already. and you made it just a little bit safer for everybody.
I haven't talked to you about Ryujin.
No matter
have I?
what you could have done differently, this will impact a lot of lives eventually. We'll have to mark it in the Constellation history books so we don't forget it when the Terramorphs are finally gone.
There are way better things they'll remember me for. I don't care if I'm remembered for that.
So humble, too. People love that.
Squeak. You want to run that by me again? Squeak, squeak.
Balancing risk versus reward is tricky. Even more so when so much hangs in the balance. So, you really think the Asylees are going to work out, huh? You must have seen some data that I didn't.
Mrakovs can mutate. You know that, you're a scientist.
Everything has a chance to mutate, and most mutations are harmless. But I get it. It's scary. It's definitely riskier than dropping off some wild animals. Oh well, it's done. At least with the extermination of the Lazarus plant, the Asylees will have an easier time.
True. Made things safer.
Given the length of time needed to deploy the Asylees combined with the amount of time needed to hunt down all the Terramorphs, it's going to be a while before we know if that's enough.
Oh, sweet. Ooh, we're getting up there in levels, huh? We should put a scope on that silence, or on that suppression one. I mean, suppression diminishes damage. There's that too. Oh, I should probably jot down a save. Oh, you're doing the same thing, huh? But badly. Makes sense. Oh, bad throw. My turn to do bad throw. There we go. Whoa! The fuck, dude? You goddamn double grenade me just now? Oh god. Oh, bad throw again. Ow. I'm stuck. Pain, pain, pain. Wait, were you the target? I don't think so. Where'd the other bean? Wait, where'd the other dingbat die? Huh. There was a third one in here, wasn't there? Oh, there he is. He was behind me. Might have to go to my outpost and offload a couple of things. Are they at the cave then? Why am I sway so much?
What is that?
It was a ghost in the wind. We've been in this generated area before. Covered this. Alright, cool. The asset's dead. Sorry, I was just having a lot of fun. I really wasn't thinking about it. Not talking and shit. Just killing bad guys. That master level lock again, dude. Like, almost everything is identical. Holy shit! That was worth it. I just came to kill the asset. I need to go sell my shit. Alright, selling time. Be back. Alright, welcome back, warriors. I, did my shit. Emptied my ship, emptied myself. Yay! So now, we can go on to the next mission, which is fighting ships, which is what I want to do anyway.
Time to die.
Vanguard mission?
Could use a hand clearing out some United Colonies airspace. That the sort of thing you're looking for?
Yes.
All right.
Ooh. Level 30, baby. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is so good. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. What the fuck is happening? Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I'm over you. This fucking game. That was horseshit. Oh man, I wasn't recording that. B-class ships! B-class ships! B-class ships! See you next episode! Woo!